Hey guys, what's going on? It's your #1 teenage commentator, SilentSkill here, and today I'm back with another new video, and I'm super excited to make it for you guys, and I hope you're gonna love it. Anyway, today's video is about a letter I actually got. I get lots of messages on YouTube, and I usually try to go through them, and some of them catch my eye, and I'm just like, huh. And, you know, it kind of makes me think. But before I get to that, let me just say, can we get like 300 likes on this video? That would be totally super awesome and would make my entire millennium. So, yeah, 300 likes, and don't forget to comment. Love reading your guys' comments, and pretty lately I've been replying to a lot of comments. Anyway, today's message is from a guy. He's 17 years old, which I don't know why he's asking a 16-year-old for advice, but I'd love to give it because I'm pretty good with this stuff. And he asked me, okay, so I am dating a girl, right? I like her. Well, I don't know. Hold on, let me check. Okay, so I don't think they weren't dating, but he wanted to date her, and they're really close, and both of them want a relationship. You know, that's what they want. They both have agreed on it and talked about it, I guess, however that goes. And he said, I have one big issue with her. She's not a virgin. So he says, I'm a virgin. I have never done really much of anything, and she's kind of, I guess, experienced. She's a seasoned vet, as they would say. I don't know. And so he says, how do I get over that? Should I get over that? And what should I do? Okay, so first let's focus on you first, okay? Is this really what you want, right? You know, that's what every person, that's the most general advice I can give you. Is this really, really what you want? You know, is she the girl that you want to spend a lot of time with? Because if it's a girl that, you know, things aren't going to last, relationships with an expiration date, they just don't last very long. And just make sure it doesn't have an expiration date. And secondly, you got to say, okay, do I really want to lose my virginity to a girl who has never even had sex before? I mean, really, you got to ask yourself that. And some guys are going to say, yeah, that doesn't bother me. And then others are going to be like, yeah, that actually does bother me. And so what you actually have to remember is you're going to remember your first time into your old age until you get Alzheimer's and totally forget about it. You know what I mean? You're gonna, not to make a joke about Alzheimer's, that stuff's serious, I'm sorry about that, but you've got to remember that, like, you're gonna remember this for the rest of your life. Do you really want to invest that much in a girl? And I don't know if you do, man. If you do, then that's great, but just remember that this thing could either haunt you or maybe just follow you for the rest of your life. Now, let's address the fact that she's not a virgin, right? From what I've heard, you're kind of a sort of a good guy, you know? You haven't done much of anything. You've kissed a girl, probably, that's about it. And you've got to remember that every time you do this, you know, you're going to be thinking about the past 5 guys or 10 guys that have been there. And it is going to bother you, you know. No matter what I say to you or what anyone says to you, yes, it's going to bother you. Of course it is. But you're also getting to an age where you're 17 or 18. And I assume you live in a big city. Most people do. And you've got to remember you're getting to the age where most girls, unless you find a goody two-shoes, are not virgins anymore. So what you gotta say is, was she a slutty virgin? When she did it, was she slutty about it, you know, or was she dating these guys? Was she really into these guys? Honestly, I would say if the girl is changed and maybe she's only done it in relationships and not outside of relationships, then you really shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. Yes, it's gonna bother you, but that's something you gotta cope with in life. That's a fact of life. You know, you gotta kind of manage that and manage your emotions inside of that. So just remember that, yes, of course it's gonna bother you. The thought is not gonna stay out of your head, right? But you've also got to remember that, you know, this is what you're living with now, and you gotta say, okay, listen, in this relationship, if we have this, you need to let the past be the past, and we can talk about our experiences, but you don't bring up those other guys, right? I don't need to be reminded of that. And soon enough, you'll fall in love with her, or you'll care about her so much that that won't even be a thought in your head. And you got to make sure she doesn't bring it up to you. So that's my advice. I think you should be fine. it's all about, like, if a girl did it in a slutty way, like they weren't dating or anything, and she was just going ham at parties or something, I'd be like, no, that's not the type of girl I want. But if it was all within relationships and things like that, then you should be good to go. And just know, if you really do care about her and really get involved with this relationship, it shouldn't bother you whatsoever. So, anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope I helped someone in doing this and just kind of discussing the topic. But I hope you guys enjoyed. 300 likes is the goal. Don't forget to smack that like button. Tell me about, like, have you had any experiences with this? Have you dated a girl that was not a virgin when you dated her? Anyway, that's it for today, and tell me what you would have said to this guy. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and to the outro. Yeah.